Hello, guys. Long time no see. Been stuck in the house with cabin fever. So that's why I named the live tonight Cabin Fever. Uh, how you guys been doing? Um, I got so bored being in the house, I actually trimmed my beard, um, which I don't know. Hello, Ange. How are you today? Hello, Simply V. Hello, Lisa Dawnbreak. Hello. It is day, oh God, I don't even know what day of the quarantine it is anymore. Um, hello, Brooke. Trouble is, hello, everyone. Um, what a strange world we live in. Um, we have stay at home orders, and we have an executive order here in the state of Kentucky. You can't even cross the state line to go into other states. Of course, I don't know how they could enforce that, but that's what they're doing. So just wanted to check in with you guys and see how you guys are doing. I know I'm about to go crazy sitting in the house. Um, my daughter's on quarantine, so she hasn't been over. My son, he is highly susceptible because he is a type 1 diabetic. Last time I was on, I was telling you guys how him and his girlfriend, they got their own place. But he's, definitely has to follow certain guidelines where he's type 1 diabetic because he's what's considered high risk. So I do know they keep talking about flattening the curve. They're saying possibly between 100,000 and 240,000 deaths in the United States. And that's best case scenario. Um, if things don't go best case scenario, it could be 10 to 20 million people. They said, I was watching a video on, no, that's terrible, Don. Hello, Jessica. Uh, Brooke, I actually seen that. I heard Tennessee's been really hard hit from what I've been reading. And I know I was watching a thing on YouTube last night about Bill Gates talking about back in like 2015. He was saying we don't need to worry about the next war, we need to worry about the next pandemic. And that if we would start preparing right then, we would possibly be ready. And obviously, they didn't take his advice. And I guess it looks like where we're at now. Um, Pretty much everybody and their brother, if they're not an essential employee, is on unemployment. A lot of occupations that normally don't qualify for unemployment insurance is now receiving unemployment insurance. Barbers, um, self-employed people, independent contractors, people who do lawn care, all those type of people. I was going to the barber shop today. I was going to get a haircut, and I noticed that the barber shop I usually go to is closed down. They had a sign on the door, but I didn't go up and read it. I could just tell he wasn't open. And I would say with where barbers are now allowed to draw unemployment, that's probably what they've been doing. That's what I was watching on. You talk about the numbers. I said 100,000 to 240,000 best case scenario. I got that off of the White House CDC coronavirus task force. The I guess the what's the main lady's name, like the Surgeon General, the lady that's been doing the his daily press conferences. That's where I got those numbers from. Hello, Wayne Fain. How are you tonight? Sure am missing basketball. This is a lot of times one of my most favorite times of the year due to the NCAA basketball tournament, and of course that's been canceled this year. So, but we still have L8. That's pretty cool how the green screen takes away the green bottle of L8. I get fascinated easily with things that probably normally don't fascinate the normal person, like a green bottle being taken out with a green screen. But anyways, haven't been really doing nothing except L8 is so gross. What? Are you crazy? L8's pretty good. I grew up on it. We call it swamp water around here. It was actually made in the town I grew up in. I told you all that many times. A lot of stories I've probably told you so many times you're like, shut up, we don't want to hear it again. But still got cigarettes. These high-priced Marlboros I'm smoking. A lot of people take exception to me smoking Marlboros. I guess the way I figure, if I buy them, who gives a shit, right? Yeah, I was just mainly talking about Dawn Break. How I guess the words that Bill Gates used in 2015 has came back to haunt. I guess are ironic. No, I haven't lost weight, Don. I just trimmed my beard and it makes me look thinner. So I guess $5.40 a pack. I smoke Marlboro Ultralights, and right now at Speedway they're like $6.55 a pack. I think something like that. No, I still run down to the store. The stores are the gas stations. The governor says that there are some things that are essential, and we might kind of make a joke about it around here, even though we do really love our governor, is the fact that he said that liquor stores were essential and they would not be closed. Said, damn, he lost weight. Well, tell him I said thanks. I don't know, maybe I have. Probably only eat like once a day, which is, I don't know, not just the whole, when you're not working, your whole freaking schedule is messed up. Really? You're not a big fan of Andy Bashir? Seems like everybody loves Andy around here right now, especially in this area, Wayne. I don't know. I guess it's different in different areas of the state. I know that Rabbit Dog, pleased to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, is Rabbit Dog in here? I didn't see him. Oh, yes. Hello. Hello, Rabbit Dog. I just seen your message after Ann's comment to you. Thank you. Just pretty much just wanted to kind of come on and check in with everybody, see how everyone's doing, how they're doing in their time of isolation. Yeah, definitely. No doubt, Wayne, the last guy we had was just unbelievable. I don't know how in the world he got elected, but he did. Don, I've actually seen that New York and New Jersey is two of the hardest hit states in the United States. And you know how they show like the line graphs on the news, and it was showing how like the states of New York and New Jersey are just so far ahead. You know, the state of Washington was, they took a lot of major precautions when all this information first, came out of what could possibly happen from this virus. And apparently the steps that they've taken in the state of Washington have really, as they say, flattened the curve of what the numbers could be or could have been, or where they would have been had they not taken those steps. So it's good to see that some of the cases are working with people staying home. And, it's really sad that the people that can't stay home and that they have to go to work, healthcare workers, I was watching a few of their videos on YouTube. A lot of them are having breakdowns. They start crying and just different things are happening to them. And, of course, they say that they're running out of their PPE, their masks, their face shields, gloves, everything's running low. And they're afraid of being exposed to the virus without having the proper PPE in their job. And it's just, you could imagine how nerve-wracking that would be if you were in one of those jobs. So it's definitely a time to be really thankful for those people that have those jobs that a lot of us don't want to do. A lot of us don't want to work night shift. And we are making our PPE. I seen that, Jeannie, on YouTube where the CDC is, some of their recommendations is actually to make your own PPE at home because what is New York doing that you say is unconstitutional? Ooh, I said it's unconstitutional. I didn't say that, did I? Hello, Karen. Oh, okay. Sorry, I get confused. That's what happens when you just go and read a comment here and a comment there. So try to talk. I know I always in the past when I start reading the comments, I get distracted. I'll read a comment and then I'll lose my whole train of thought, which I'm easily distracted anyway. So it's always been a bad, I guess, character flaw of mine. I know I'm getting a lot of gray. I'm almost plumb gray headed. Of course, I am getting a lot older, so I guess we'll see. Definitely staying in the house with absolutely nothing to do. And of course, when you're not working, you don't have money to do something anyway. So, it takes it to, and then of course, you're off work and you think, well, there's time for us to finally do stuff, but now everything's closed down. So it's like they always say that saying, you can't have your cake and eat it too. So I guess it's kind of true. Everybody's off work. They could be doing these things. However, either everybody's broke or the places they would like to go and do things at are closed down anyway. So people's got to stay home. All right, Ween, have a good night. Thanks for dropping in. It's good to talk to you. Our stay-at-home order just started last evening. Yeah, we've had a stay-at-home order for, gosh, probably a couple weeks now. Yeah, Dawn can have her cupcake and eat it too. You can have your cupcake, just not your cake. It's really bad when you see, like, I guess it was like Staten Island in New York. They're setting up that tent hospital. It's going to have like so many thousand hospital, like not just normal hospital beds, but like intensive care unit hospital beds in it. If you watch the news, it'll almost have you in a panic, or it does me. So I kind of try to steer clear of the news because somebody's turning 43 on Saturday. Donna Fitzgerald. She's turning 43 on Saturday, and she's excited to get dressed up and know where to go. I know the feeling. Definitely sad and scary times. I've never seen anything like this in my lifetime. I'm sure a lot of you guys haven't either. I seen, some people the other day were saying that people that suffer from anxiety, have not really had a lot of anxiety during these times is because it's like you train yourself to get used to situations like this or something. Jeannie says she haven't seen her kids in weeks. That's terrible. I haven't seen my daughter in weeks now too. Just of course, my daughter and her mom and her stepdad were, from what my daughter said, were exposed to the coronavirus, so they had to self quarantine. That's what my daughter told me. But I did see one thing on the news that said, once you've had the coronavirus, your body builds up antibodies to viruses and things like that. That unless it mutates into a different form, you won't get it again. I guess kind of like chicken pox. When you was a kid, once you had the chicken pox, you had them, you couldn't get them again. That's just something that reminds me of when I was a kid, something that we would get, and then you didn't have to worry about getting again. Hello, Solaz. How are you? Satin B, how are you? And seeing the videos of people fighting over the toilet paper, that still has just blown my mind how people are fighting over toilet paper. And it's like, why are they wanting to hoard the toilet paper for anyway? I still never got over that. But I guess it is what it is. I guess there's probably a lot of people with a lot of toilet paper right now, and probably a lot of people that doesn't have any toilet paper right now. And that makes a lot of sense. So I say she's bored to death. Yeah, I know the feeling. Like every night I think I'll get on YouTube and check on everybody and see how everything's going, and I'll get to watching TV and I'll get interested in something, and then before I know it, it's late and different things like that, and going to sleep. And I've been sleeping so different odd hours, like I'll just lay down and sleep for like 2 or 3 hours. And I guess it's just because there's nothing else to do. You either sit there and watch TV or play around on games or just anything. It's just so I don't know. It's just different times we live in. Strains of coronavirus, it's actually the common cold. No, I haven't, Karen, but I have heard a lot of people talking about that show, Tiger King. I actually don't have Netflix. I dropped Netflix a while back. I went to the pretty much like the Amazon Prime Video deal and dropped my Netflix. Yeah, it is pretty nice, not having a schedule to depend on, like get up at a certain time. But it also sucks when you just lay there on the couch and you just fall asleep for like a couple hours and you wake up and there's still nothing to do except watch TV, eat, play on the internet, just different things like that. Because it warmed up for a few days. The weather was actually really nice here for a few days. And then it's turned off chilly again. And today it was like in the 30s and 40s. So it's still too cold to even like really get out in the yard and do anything. Just to get outside and do anything, just walk around in your yard. But maybe this will wake us all up and make us realize how good we really got it. I don't know. The resurgence of the Tiger King. I guess I'm going to have to get a free trial of Netflix and check that show out because I keep hearing everybody talking about it, and it just makes me want to check it out when I see everybody else talking about it. It's a documentary. Yeah, isn't it supposed to be like about a lady that owns tigers that's on meth or something like that. Hell, I don't know. I've seen so many different things. Who knows if that's what it is or whatnot, but yeah, well, I have Hulu and Amazon Prime, and then of course YouTube, Brooke. So I never run out of things to watch. It definitely does get boring. That's exactly how somebody else described it. Karen, is it's like a train wreck. You can't look away, but you want to. Jessica says, Brian, I'm going to send you something I think you might find interesting. It's the latest info about COVID-19 direct from John Hopkins. Okay, all right, thank you. Dana Dane says she's curious to see the divorce rates when this is all said and done. I'm curious to see the imagine the babies that are going to be born named Corona or COVID or CV-19 or just anything like that. Well, the thing about Amazon Prime, Brooke, is, I have Amazon Prime for, shipping when you buy stuff from Amazon. And, of course, you get the video package with that same price. So, it's one of the main reasons I have it. Somebody sent me a video yesterday. It said it was it's supposed to be a comedy video. It said that China was re-upping their population again, and it's just hard to describe. I can't really describe it on here. I would say in about 9 months from now, we will have a baby boom. That's a prediction from Braun Moxley. Well, anyway, guys, I guess I'm going to run. I really have nothing to say. And says you get fined up to $13,000 if you're not compliant to instructions. Jesus Christ. Well, don't really have anything else to say. Just kind of wanted to check in with you guys and see how you guys are doing. You guys stay safe and healthy, and be careful. Just if you need to chat or anything, just shoot me a message. And Dawn says if anyone is having a hard time mentally, let her know, and she will give you her email. And that's very nice of you, Dawn, to offer that. Especially in times like these, there's a lot of people that is having it tough mentally. Even normal people in times like this, when you're, cramped up in the house and absolutely nothing to do, nowhere to go, it can take a toll on you. It really can. So. Brooke says, my God, how they expect to get paid? Well, we all broke. I guess everyone will have a GoFundMe for those fines if they do something to get fined. Yeah, I've thought the same thing too. It's like they tell you not to do certain things, but then certain people have to work. And for instance, like if the police did pull you over, what's to keep you from saying that you were going to work? How could they prove that you wasn't? I don't know. Hopefully people just do what they're asked of them to do, and we'll see what happens. That's about the only thing we can do, is just sit back and watch what happens. But I don't know. Maybe tomorrow I'll try to find something to research. Maybe I'll watch the Tiger King and have a live and talk about it or something. I just don't really have anything to talk about today. I just kind of just was, thinking about all you guys and just want to check in on how you all were doing. 1,500 per fortnight. Trumpy should be. Well, they're going to. They're doing what's called a stimulus. Pretty much everybody that filed taxes that made under a certain amount, they're going to get like $1,200. For married couples, it's going to be like $2,400. I seen where some people that are drawing unemployment, if they'll actually get extra money or something like that due to COVID-19. So I don't know. Maybe one of you guys can talk about coming on live and maybe talking about how it is in your area. I don't know. It's just hard to come on and find anything to talk about, really, when everything is just so crazy and just so out of the norm right now. But just wanted to check in with you guys, kind of say hello, and just say hi and let everyone know, and check it with you guys and make sure you guys are doing well too. Shoot me an email if you want. If not, maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow. Talk to you all later. Take care. Bye.